Hello children. Now we see how an electric motor works. Electric motor is a concept discussed under magnetic effects of electric current. Okay? If we have the schematic diagram of this electric motor is presented here on the board, you see here what we understood from the diagram is it is a rotating device. Okay, which is a rotating device. So the electric motor is a rotating device. What is the purpose of electric motor? It converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. Okay, electric motor converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. For example, you see if we want to pump out water from the ground in some paddy fields like that, when we switch on the motor, the water comes out. It means that the electric motor we are using there in the fields is to lift the water from the ground level. So the electrical energy has been converted into the mechanical energy there. That is a important point we have to remember. Electric motors convert electrical energy to mechanical energy. Okay, here they are based on this principle. So many appliances we are using in our home daily, the fridge, washing machines, mixes, grinders, like that. All are working under this principle of electric motor. So, what are the key components present in an electric motor? Let us see. Here, one coil, one wire, one conducting wire A, B, C, D is taken here. It is an insulated wire, insulated copper wire. Okay, A, B, C, D is a folded like that. Actually, it is AD. Some 1 meter wires, 1 meter wire is taken, and we have bent that wire into this shape ABCD, which is an insulated wire, insulated copper wire. The coil is placed between two magnets, two magnetic poles, north and south. Okay, the coils are placed in the magnetic field. For example, if we consider this is a magnet, this is north pole, and this is the coil ABCD. I am presenting you. Okay, I have drawn. This is a magnetic pole, and this is ABCD, the wire which was bent like that. Okay. Placed between the two poles such that arms AB and CD are perpendicular to each other, perpendicular to the magnetic field lines. Magnetic field lines, this is perpendicular. That is why I have shown you this is, if you consider this as the pole of a magnet, and this is the part ABCD, conducting copper wire, insulated one. Okay, I have kept this one as a perpendicular. You see here, this is exactly perpendicular to this. It means perpendicular means 90 degrees. The ends of this coil ABCD is connected to a brush here. You see, connected to two halves of P and Q of a circular ring. You see, like this. This system is represented like this, and here P and Q, then this is X and Y. Okay. The ends of the two poles, between the two poles, such that arms AB and CD are perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. The ends of coil are connected to two halves P and Q. Two halves P and Q. Actually, yeah, two halves P and Q. Okay. Here you see this one P and this is a Q. Here this PQ and this PQ are the same. For better understanding, I have drawn like that on the other side of the schematic diagram. Insulated and attached to the axle P and Q touches X and Y respectively. This P and Q, it touches this X and Y with this axle. Axle means one particular rod connecting the whole part, just like in motorbikes, kind of like if you consider the case of wheels, one straight rod will be there, you see. In order, if the tire is punctured, then the mechanic will remove the whole tire from the vehicle. In order to do that, he pushed out this straight rod, that is the axle. Similarly, here also axle works in this motors. So if we consider the current flowing in this motors, current flows in the direction A, B and CD. In AB, the flow of direction is upward, whereas in CD, the flow of current direction is downward. So that the circuit will be completed there. Current on ABCD enters from battery through X to AB and flows back to the battery through Y. Back through the battery through Y. Okay. So current direction is like this, and similarly. Now you got the point. Okay. The direction of the current flow, I mentioned here in the diagram, you see, it is exactly like that. On applying Fleming's left hand rule, if we apply here, we find that force acting on this arm AB, force acting on AB, for example, I have presented like this, I have presented like this, or else if we see, if this is a pole and this is the ABCD, the force acting on this, it tries to push it down. AB has come like this and CD has come onto the top position. Like that, there will be a play like this like ups and downs play will be there in the motor. On applying Fleming's left hand rule, we find the force acting on AB pushes it downwards and CD upwards. Thus the coil and axle mounted free to turn along the axis rotate anti-clockwise. So the direction of current flow is in the rotation is quite opposite to the direction of the flow. So axle rotates in anti-clockwise direction here. On applying Fleming, thus the coil and axle mounted free to turn along the axis rotate anti-clockwise. A device that reverses the direction of the flow of current is called a commutator. If any device that mounted free, any device that reverses the direction of flow of current. Any device that reverses the flow of current is known as a commutator. So here what is happening is this is rotating just half the rotation in addition to some normal rotation. That is, so in electric motors the split ring acts as commutator. Here the split ring, you see this one, this acts as commutator. The reversal of current also reverses the direction of force. Once the reversal of current, the reversal of current took place, this the direction of force is also got reversed. That is why acting on the two arms AB and CD. Thus the arms AB of coil that was earlier pushed down, now it pushed up because the reversal of current happened here. That is what we say is the phase difference. In the coming sessions, in coming plus 1 plus 2, you can be able to understand what is the phase difference like that. There will be a phase difference. That is why while rotating anti-clockwise phase difference acts on the force also. That is why this tilting movement will be there up to one certain point. When that certain point is reached, it starts rotating completely in one direction. Okay, initially there is a phase difference acting on this. So once the phase difference is stabilized, automatically it rotates in the usual way. Thus the axle and coil move half a turn more in the same direction. In commercial motors, electromagnetic, this is only schematic diagram. If we consider electric motors, commercial electric motors, they are using electromagnets instead of these permanent magnets. Permanent magnets, they do not serve the purpose there. That is why they replace the permanent magnets with the electromagnets. Thus the axle and the electromagnets, the soft core used in motors is known as armature, which enhanced the power of the motor. Here what we are using in commercial motors is commercial motors. The part we are using in commercial motors is armature, is known as armature, which is used as the power enhancer of the motor. Okay, I think the concept is clear for you now. The basic parts we have to consider: insulated copper wire ABCD, and the permanent magnets, magnetic poles north and south, and the wire ABCD was connected to this device, and the battery which serves our purpose of supplying current to that part, coil, and the circuit got completed. And if you just refer to your textbook once again, and you will automatically know what is the meaning of what I have presented here. Okay, thank you.